Like, what are your like? What do you? What does your government really have for these like persons? Before you pay for rent, if you are paying for rent in the Mina, maybe they will tell you if you are renting a self-contained, you'll be seeing self-contained of 300,000, 400,000 in a country where minimum wage is not up to 100,000.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is MCJ Trills, and we are reporting live from Kada Cinema. And here with me, I have.
And Isibo.
All right. So right now we have a question for Miss and Isibo. So let's go there. All right, Miss Anne. We would want to ask a very simple question. If you have the opportunity to sit with the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what would you like to discuss with him? What would be that discussion that you want to have with him if you have the opportunity to sit with him, maybe for a day or as the case may be?
Okay, I would love to talk to him about entrepreneurs first, women, the girl child, like his plans, what are women and entrepreneurs going to benefit from his government? Because the reason why I made that I would love to ask that kind of question is because I myself am an entrepreneur. I was a student and an entrepreneur, a graduate now, and I know how it was difficult multitasking, school, work. I'm a fashion designer. So imagine going to classes, going to the market to buy materials and stuff like that. Some persons will be like, pick one, focus on school and drop your business. You can do that one after school. But that business that some persons felt I should have dropped is actually what is keeping me going now that I'm a graduate. Do you get? Should I say there is no job? Or should I say there are jobs, but I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's because of this place where we are, this our Benin as a whole. Before you pay for rent, if you are paying for rent in Benin, maybe they will tell you if you are renting a self-contained, you'll be seeing self-contained of 300,000, 400,000 in a country where minimum wage is not up to 100,000. So imagine you are paying for rent. You've not bought food or accommodation. Like after paying for accommodation, you definitely eat. You use transport running around. You understand logistics. Then etc. miscellaneous. You understand. So imagine you get a job now. Let's use this place we are for example. I'm not sure any worker, any staff here, like a regular staff. I'm not talking of director or manager. I'm not sure any staff here gets up to 80,000 apart from the cook. I'm talking of these cleaners, these
Sales reps.
exactly. I'm not sure they get up to 80,000. So imagine you are paying for rent, and most times they will be here till 9. They'll be here till 9. Then that's what we call shift now, till the
Yeah,
next
shift,
day. Then
yeah.
before you go home, sleep. Like, what are your what does your government really have for these like persons? Then talking about the girl child, it's not like I'm trying to be how do people feminist exactly, no. But we all know that women are vulnerable. What have you done? Like what has your government put in place for women, children too? I don't know, I'm talking from my own personal. I'm a kind of person that if I enter public transport, no matter how broke I am, I must pay for children. I don't know, I just have this love
Wow.
for them. If I see children coming from school, if I see children going to school, even if it's 3, 4 that enters the vehicle till I get to my bus stop, I must pay for them. Or if possible, say I can like come out and I'll see children going to school. I'll call them like my neighbor's children, take used to buy something. I've even like gone out around my street. I saw my neighbor's children, they went to cut their hair. How much? They told me how much, and I transferred. They said they've already paid. I said give them the money back. I just have this children, you know, like I feel that
Yeah.
is where you have to like when they are still young, that's when you can mold them. That's when there's one adage my family used to always say, now when iron hot, now you feel burn am. If you don't cold,
Oh,
you
yeah,
no go
and
feel burn am. So I feel it is when they are still young that you can mold them, you can nurture them, you can tell them that this is like when they are young is when you should I say you should be their best friend. Yes, you should be their best friend. As you are scolding them with this hand, you are drawing them with the other hand. Like, what are you putting in place? So what does your government have in mind for this particular persons, entrepreneurs, women, children? That's just my
All right, thank you so much,
right.
and enjoy the movie.
Thank